How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody? Uh, let's quickly do this. Let's quickly share the stream because you know how we do it here. And Goat would hate the thumbnail. Goat would hate the thumbnail. Goat would not be a very big fan of the thumbnail. Goat. Alright. It says my microphone is good, so I would think that my microphone is good. Hold on. Yeah, alright. That's good. I forgot. We have a 20-second stream delay. That really sucks. Uh, but I guess we'll have to deal with it. I mean, no point in, really trying to stop it now. So, I want to first take you guys... Oh, Mr. Wolf dropped. Mr. Wolf dropped? Hold on. Let's check. Also, it's good that we have Mr. Wolf here. Holy crap. Okay, so Mr. Wolf, go to channel. Yeah, I did see this. I saw this. We will give it a quick watch because, you know, I've watched my own videos on stream, so you know. Dude, I am so paranoid about this CapCut logo. Yeah, being on the starting soon screen was intentional, and we are good right now. Alright. Oh crap, I gotta unmute the mic. How do I... Alright. Chat, are we ready to watch the Otsoenluraldi? I butchered that so badly. Alright, besides that, there was another scandal in which if a circus had a circus member that was affiliated with the government would not do anything. Wait a minute! Is Otsoenluraldi... I genuinely do not have to... Okay, so... On the 17th of November, 1979, the biggest scandal in, yeah, we'll just call it Wolflandia history occurred. With the help of the Wolflandia National Police, AETB, and the Wolflandia military, they introduced a new technology to help catch suspected criminals. It was a heavily modified truck that had the capacity to intercept telephone signals. They would use this truck near the house of the victim. The truck would hijack the victim's telephone and make their phone record everything they did. Yeah, we've already read this, and only 924 Wolflandian wolves. Seems a bit counterintuitive to make the species your country is named after go extinct, but...
So far, nothing that unusual. Do not enter. Closed since 1992. Oh, there's some trash over there.
There is some trash
Let
over
me
there.
see if I can clean it.
Ah, alright.
It's definitely been here since 1992. Oh, there's a bunch more papers around. Yep, definitely is. Definitely is some trash. And
Yes. This is a yes moment.
wait a second.
Maya
How
slipped on a
is
pair of
this?
slippers and a blue jacket to look like an
Seems
officer. Bro.
weird.
The janitor later went to a small news company with his findings and notified them about this. The company, seeing a gold mine, published a shocking story. Wait. Ah, crap. No, I want to read what all this was.
Wait.
Oh, wait. Just That was very, very good. I'm actually really, really excited to see I'm isn't the area where I live so marvelous? Yeah, it actually looks really, really beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So, what I wanted to do next was take you guys on a journey to Conservapedia. Now, I'm sure you guys know what this site is, right? Ooh, EBG's here. Hi, EBG. But I'm sure you guys know what Conservapedia is, and even if you don't, you can probably make out pretty close to what it is via some context clues. Um, so we're just going to be, I guess, looking up controversial articles on there. Holy crap, what is going on with Conservapedia? Dude, I also find this funny. Whenever you put in a random page, it puts the page name before it, so it's pretty obviously kind of not really very random. I guess this is their idea, not looking very biased. Conservapedia is basically like paleoconservative Wikipedia. Yeah, it's kind of really weird. It's completely closed down to everybody without an account, and all of the pages are protected against people with accounts. So, but yeah, I guess if this website will load, because the one thing I've observed the most while going on Conservapedia is that it doesn't have very good servers. That or it's trying to sabotage me. That or it's trying to sabotage me. Because look at this, right? This is actually terrible. And when I try to reload it, it's not reloading. So assuming that we can actually get it to work, we're going to look up some pretty frisky articles on there, pretty sensitive articles. So for the first one, no, that's not the article we're looking. We're going to be looking up a pretty sensitive topic. I'm sure you guys have seen this a lot before. Alright, so Ukraine. And the yeah. All right. So this is a map of World War II Germany, and it says it's assisted by local Ukrainians. And this is hilarious. And then they paint Russia in such a good light. Wait a minute. Russia Ukraine war. Because I know people who have these opinions on Ukraine, I know they kind of hate calling it a war. So, we're going to be looking it up. If this page will load. Oh yeah, Epic Blocky Gaming. Did you the power went out in our area for a couple of minutes or hours. Yep. NATO war in Ukraine. Oh crap. I don't think anything's gonna happen if I look at that flag, but yeah. The NATO war in Ukraine, sometimes known as the Russia-Ukraine civil conflict, is a proxy war started by the United States in 2014 with the violent overthrow of the democratically elected government of Ukraine in collaboration with neo-Nazi traitors to the Ukrainian nation. The newly installed Maidan puppet regime immediately began a campaign of unprovoked aggression against the civilians of Donbass. The Russian special military See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Special military operation. They do not like calling it a war. They do not like calling it a war. They would rather die than call it a war. I don't know why this is. They're saying that it's just so wild. Dude, proxy war, yet it was started by Russia and it's being fought by Russia. Okay, while that loads, if it ever does, let's look up the definition of proxy war. Alright. A proxy war, a military conflict in which one or more third parties. Hold on. Directly or indirectly support one or more state or non-state combatants in an effort to influence the conflict's outcome and thereby to advance their own strategic interests or to undermine those of their opponents. So how is this a proxy war? Good question. I don't know. Like, in an effort to influence the conflict's outcome, third parties, yet they say it was started by the United States. So how could the United States be a third party to that conflict? How could the United States be a third party to that conflict? In the Conservapedia definition for special military operation doesn't load for some reason. They're either really ashamed of what they believe in, which is weird, if they claim to be fighting for democracy, but that or they just have really sucky servers. I know I've been complaining about this the entire stream, but it's actually getting really, really tiring. Like, oh my goodness, man. What is up? What is up? There aren't even that many people visiting your site. You're literally just some random conservative clone of Wikipedia. You guys seeing this? Ian, and we're going to use their most hated source, Wikipedia. Examples of Conservapedia's ideology include its accusations against and strong criticism of former U.S. President Barack Obama, including advocacy of Barack Obama's citizenship, conspiracy theories, along with criticisms of atheism, feminism, homosexuality, the Democratic Party, and evolution. Conservapedia views Albert Einstein's theory of relativity as promoting more relativism, claims that abortion increases risk of breast cancer, praises Republican politicians, supports celebrities and artistic works it believes represent moral standards in line with Christian family values, and espouses fundamentalist Christian doctrines such as young earth creationism. The crazy thing about that, hold on. But the crazy thing, if I can get this website to load, they're probably watching this stream and just IP blocking me as I go. Look at this. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. We'll see. If Conservapedia itself doesn't load, then we can actually use this screenshot to... So you can see here, greatest conservative sports stars, greatest conservative songs, Conservapedia proven right. Uh, and that stuff. This literally matches what Wikipedia says. Hold on. Supports celebrities and artistic works it believes represent moral standards in line with Christian family values. That is literally what we just saw from this flippin' small screenshot. Conservapedia should be the only Wikipedia that we can freely vandalize. I'll check the description of that one video, but you can't even edit Conservapedia. I guess it got so brigaded by trolls they just closed the entire thing down to people who didn't sign up. Because not only can you not sign up, you can't edit pages as an unregistered editor. So I guess they're really, really paranoid of people coming over and vandalizing their stuff because they're literally only allowing people who, I would assume that you guys know what I mean, but let us go back in our history and watch and read the origins of, read the description of that one video. It just says, I finally finished it. I'm so excited. Dude, holy crap, Conservapedia. Conservapedia collapses in on itself when I visit it. For such a liberal-hating encyclopedia, it seems to instantly collapse whenever it does. I would assume Mr. Wolf is talking about this video. But let's see. Can I play this? I think. Ooh, we have some Google Docs. That is fantastic quality. Hold on, I gotta make sure this isn't my headphones. Yep, alright. Hold on, let's actually make an effort to translate this. Conservapedia would really hate Google Translate. You guys want to take a guess why? No, I didn't want Crimean Tatar Latin. I wanted... It's in Basque? ask? So according to Google Translate, it says, "May God bless everyone." Okay, so this is basically the entire video. Let's check what's up with these Google Docs. All right, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure that no personal information can be seen when I load up these Google Docs. Oh crap! You need access. Oh yeah, that did show my primary email. Hello, Mr. Wolf. Ploxes, give me access. All right, Mr. Wolf, I sent you an access request. All right. So hold on. I'm gonna make sure that you can't access any of the rest of these documents. Oh yeah, it's all gone. Yeah, just to let you know, Mr. Wolf, your thing's kind of cooked. Wait, hold on. Come on. Load for me. Load for me. Come on, load for me. Load. Dude, this website, I can't believe it. This website is literally comatose. This website is quite literally comatose. It's actually God bless them all. Yeah, that's just the effects of the the world's biggest gangbang. Ah! The world's biggest gangbang 3. What the? I genuinely can't believe it. Wincest? What? Wait a minute. This reminds me. I was scrolling through Wikipedia at school. This is the goofiest name I think I've ever seen. Bro, John Littlejohn. This isn't even a nickname. This is just his straight up full legal name. John Littlejohn. Oh my goodness. John Littlejohn. Oh, Mr. Wolf fixed the thing. So let me just... Okay. Boom. Okay. So we're kind of flipping back and forth between Mr. Wolf thing and... Yeah, John Littlejohn, bro. I can't. I literally found this on random page 2. But... Wolflandia government. Confidential top secret. Document code. ol.gov/op-2734-alpha. Date redacted. Distribution eyes only. Deployment of signal interception vehicle. Project Night Listen. In collaboration with the Wolflandia National Police, OMP, AETB Intelligence Division in the Wolflandia Military Communications Unit, the government has authorized the covert deployment of a mobile surveillance platform on a codenamed Project Night Listen. This platform takes the form of a heavily modified utility truck, designed and equipped to intercept and manipulate telecommunications within a localized area. The vehicle is capable of hijacking cellular signals within a preset radius, gaining unauthorized remote access to target mobile devices, forcing compromised devices to begin continuous audio-visual recording, transmitting all gathered data to secure servers for analysis. The primary use case of this vehicle is to covertly monitor individuals classified as persons of interest or high-risk targets without initiating standard warrant procedures. When deployed near a target's residence, the vehicle forcibly overrides the mobile device's standard protocols, compelling it to record and store all nearby activity, including conversations, movements, and environmental sounds. Holy crap! This is... wow. The vehicle must be deployed under the direct supervision of joint ONP and AETB field agents. All data collected is to be reviewed only within secure government facilities. Civilian awareness of Project Nihilisten is to be avoided at all costs. In the event of exposure, agents are instructed to utilize Protocol Black Branch. This technology is currently unregistered with international telecommunications oversight bodies. Its use is considered a violation of multiple international privacy agreements. Dissemination of this document or any details herein is punishable under OGS Section 41.9C, National Security Breach. Sorry if you guys heard that. Destroy after briefing unless otherwise instructed. So let's check out Protocol Black Branch. Addendum to document ol-gov/op-2. Yeah. Confidential. If the Fed started using that, so many people would be absolutely cooked. Obviously it isn't real, but yeah, I know. Protocol Black Branch is an emergency containment procedure enacted in the event that any component of a covert government technology operation, particularly those under Projects Nihilisten, Deep Falcon, or Echo Meyer, is exposed to the public, the media, or unauthorized internal personnel. Trigger conditions. Civilian witnesses the operation or identifies the equipment. Media begins inquiry or publication related to the operation. Unauthorized digital footprint, e.g. leaked files, online posts, intercepted communications. Step-by-step procedure. Immediate termination of operation site. All equipment is to be powered down, encrypted, and evacuated from the area within 15 minutes of breach identification. Engagement of Black Branch Unit. A rapid response team, codenamed Black Branch Shroud, comprised of specialized OMP and AETB operatives, is dispatched to the exposure site. Their roles include disinformation dissemination, witness management, and environmental sanitization. Witness management protocols Category A, single civilian, coercive NDA enforcement, memory suppression agent, or voluntary relocation. Category B, group exposure. Stage incident, example given, gas leak, fire drill, electromagnetic anomaly, followed by controlled evacuation and selective blackout. Category C, media press. Initiate false narrative via state-run outlets. Deploy cyber unit to dismantle online presence. If necessary, issue formal threat under National Integrity Directive 11F. Environmental sanitization. Environmental sanitization. All digital traces are to be removed using proprietary burn bite protocol. Physical evidence is incarcerated or transferred to Black Site Raven. Internal audit and threat matrix review. All personnel involved are debriefed and subject to enhanced polygraphic evaluation. Lead sources traced, terminated, or reassigned per threat matrix tier level. Note: Protocol Black Branch is not to be logged into standard government databases. Reference to existence must be verbally encrypted via code phrase, "Old branches cast long shadows." Okay, now let us view Wolflandian Government Internal Memorandum, Eyes Only. Let's view this whole thing. Per Directive 9A/14, this memorandum reaffirms and outlines the continuing protection measures for government. Recent public outcry has drawn attention to alleged violations involving the unauthorized use of Canis lupus wolflandis wolves, which remains a highly protected species under the Wolflandian National Preservation Act. Official census data confirms a current estimated global population of 924 individuals of the species. Use of these wolves in performance context is, by law, considered as an ecological crime of the highest tier. However, in accordance with Emergency Clause 4B, Section E, any entertainment organization that retains an officially recognized government affiliate is exempt from prosecution under preservation statutes for the purposes of national morale and cultural continuity. This clause is not subject to public disclosure. While certain members of the press and civilian environmental groups have attempted to expose this arrangement, all mentions have been classified under the Cultural Stability and National Trust Act, and all ongoing surveillance operations are in place to monitor and neutralize further leaks. As such, all operations involving, let's just call that CLW within affiliated circuses will continue under covert supervision. Authorized circus personnel are not to be detained or investigated regardless of public reports or third-party documentation. All external agencies, park services, wildlife commission, civil ecology units are to be redirected with false documentation if inquiries arise. Should internal dissent surface, the disloyal entity will be marked under Protocol 27A, whistle risk, and contained accordingly. This memorandum is not to be copied, transcribed, or distributed beyond Tier 3 clearance. Destruction of this document is mandatory within 72 hours. Holy crap. We got a little slogan. Stability above sentiment. Culture above consequence. Holy crap, that goes hard. Alright. We have our last addendum. Chat, are you ready to read the very last addendum to the giant ARG we have been going down via one of our own viewers? Let's go. Alright, so let's just call this document 4. This is tier 4 access only, so this is a bit higher than the document we just read, so this will probably be like a bit of a thriller, you know? And this is Protocol 27A. Alright, so purpose: to identify, intercept, and neutralize individuals within or adjacent to government institutions who pose a risk of leaking sensitive, classified, or destabilizing information to the public, foreign powers, or hostile domestic entities. Trigger conditions: an individual may be flagged for Protocol 27A intervention if they meet 2 or more of the following: attempted to report classified material to media, watchdogs, or public platforms; display persistent internal dissent or disobedience toward government directives regarding classified operations, e.g., wolf handling cover-ups; has expressed ideological opposition to national continuity principles. What are those? Is identified by informants as sympathetic to anti-government or eco-radical groups; access restricted files or communications without proper clearance. Response procedures. Hold on. Alright. Response procedures. Upon designation as a 27A risk. Surveillance phase. Target is monitored via SIGINT, HUMINT, and biometric tracking. Daily routines. Contacts and communication logs are logged and analyzed. Contact phase. A reassurance agent engages the individual under a pretextual meeting to assess threat level. Cooperation may result in silent reclassification to Protocol 27B. Containment phase, if deemed high risk. Immediate black bag extraction. Transfer to Facility 9. Site not on public or military records. Application of memory alteration regimens if viable, or indefinite detainment. fabrication of disappearance narrative, missing hiker, border crossing, suicide, etc. Cleanup phase. Associates are quietly questioned. Any digital trails, hard drives, or external media are destroyed. Public focus is redirected via a scheduled National Distraction Event, NDE. Final note. Protocol 27A has been successfully deployed 46 times since its inception, with a zero-leak success rate. All whistle risk individuals have been neutralized or permanently silenced. If the Wolflandian public finds out about this, they're not going to be happy. Yeah, this is insane. This is insane, dog. I know it sounds crazy, but like I know this sounds. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say, but this sounds a bit similar to MK Ultra. I'm very, very happy that this exists. And I will continue to ask Mr. Wolf to make more if he wants to. Actually. Hold on. Hold on. Get MatPat on this, yes. No! Alright. So, chat. 37 minutes ago. I mean, the 27A has been pretty successful so far, so I do not imagine that any information will be leaked. However, we don't know. This isn't my story, this is Mr. Wolf's. And, oh yeah, speaking of, another thing I would like to open up to. Another thing I would like to talk about. Hold on. Just hold on for 1 second because I am just sharing this on my main account. Alright, so I have this entire language. Here is a dictionary. Hold on. Actually, I think I might just copy it onto Notepad. Okay, so I have a dictionary. Alright, so this language is called. Hold on. Alright, yeah. Alright, we're good. Alright. So. Sha. So this is the dictionary of a conlang I am working on. So this is the dictionary of a conlang I'm working on. It's not really for much of anything, but yeah. So let's say we want to say he sat on a rock, or well, he sits on a rock. To make things a bit simple. Raw! Raw! Wait. Raw! 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 But yeah, so he sits on the rock. Now, this language has a verb, subject, object, word order, which means that the verb comes first, the subject comes second, and the object comes last. Oh, hi, Go. So if we want to say he sits on the rock, we're going to want to take the word for he, which is baha, or paha, but first we actually want to take the word for sit, which is ash. Alright, so we want ash. Then paha, which we've already established is he. And then rock. Rock is bak. So he sits on the rock. In this language, we ash paha bak. And republic is paida bakarat. So if we want the republic of, I don't know, let's just do rock again. We would say paida bakarat bak. So ROR turns into PB. Or if we want the republic of future strength, we could say paida bakarat and then strength, or strong itself. Strong is shapa. Shapa, and then future is ma. So shapa ma. Paida bakarat shapa ma. Do y'all understand? And we have about 80 something words. Yeah. So I've been developing this language for a couple of days now. And I'm happy to actually announce it to the public for the first time. Y'all are the first ever people to see the Aheterad Radarada conlang. How does that make you feel? Feel happy, because this is good, right? So chat, what do we do? What do we do? Kind of want to... Do I have anything on Steam? I have Undertale. Hi, Dante! Should I play Undertale on stream? I'm just going to ask this in the chat. Should I play Undertale on stream? And Dante is starting to tweak out in the chat. Alright. Let's start the poll. And I will just... I'll also just put this in the chat. Because I know for some reason people on mobile can't view polls. Which is kind of insane. But for our desktop users... Oh, we have 2 votes and they're already in favor. Also, would you guys just vote? Also, would you guys actually watch it if we were to play Undertale? Because I need viewers. I need viewers. If I don't get viewers, I'm going to be sad. I'm not being serious about that, but, you know. We have 3 votes and 4 people. So if a 4th person votes, this could bring it down to 50-50. Or this could just strengthen the yes option, but right now it looks like most Melon viewers are voting in favor of Undertale. So how is... So... the 4th viewer isn't voting, and that might just be my iPad, so we're going to go ahead and end the poll, and I'm going to begin downloading Undertale. So, sit tight, hold your horses. Dude, for some reason it shows... For some reason it shows that... It shows the results on the iPad, but it doesn't actually display them, which I don't like. Okay, this is a bit loud. This is a bit loud. Okay, I get you. I get you. I get you. I get you. I understand you. I understand you. Holy crap. Holy crap, dude. We had to bring that down to a 7. Anyway. I don't know why, but this game refuses. This game is, quite... This game is in low res. Guys, how do I advance? Am I stupid? Dante's tweaking. Okay. I have 2 or enter. Z or enter. Oh! Z or enter. That looked like a 2. Y'all can't tell me that didn't look like a 2. Okay. Okay. What do we name the, human? What do we name this guy? Let's name them Gold. G. Because this is a Gold Army stream. And the Gold Army is by definition the Melon community. Side note here, this is the only bearable menu to get through that actually puts the letters in alphabetical order. Like, I have had to navigate TV menus with this, and it was just unbearable, but it's actually kind of fun doing this on Undertale. But yeah, let's do Gold. Morby. Dude, I remember when it was Morby WXEAS. Okay, we have control of our character now. I already know how a lot of this game works. So, don't be surprised, and I know some things about it. I will admit, I have never played the full game before. I've just had it kind of lurking around in my Steam library. But because you guys kind of want to kind of want to do it, then you know what? Who am I to tell the Gold Army no? Okay. So, spoiler alert, Flowey is not a good person. Flowey pretends to be a good person, but Flowey's not a good person. Okay. I do not want some loaf. No thanks. No thanks. I don't think it is. I have never actually seen anybody run into these friendliness pellets. I have never actually seen anybody run into these friendliness pellets. I'm genuinely I'm kind of curious, but I know that I shouldn't really, do that. And here's where this, kind of sinister element comes to kind of starts to come into Flowey's character, I guess. I mean, judging by how the music is slow, like a funk TikTok sound, you can tell that Flowey is a bit mad. Yeah, that face doesn't look very kind either. It might have a smile on it, but I wouldn't trust it. Huh, these pellets are very friendly. Theoretically, you can stop your... And here comes... I think this is Ralsei. Yeah, Flowey is not slick. Actually, guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest. This isn't Ralsei. Well, June's going to eternally flame me for this mistake. Well, how does that work? Well, I've seen more confusing things. I've seen planes. I probably shouldn't question that. Then again, this whole monsters thing is kind of, Flowey is not slick. Yeah, I would kind of agree. It's kind of crazy how Flowey reminds me of some people I used to be friends with, People that I thought were friends, but then just ended up being bad, I don't want to trauma dump, but, that's my big beef with Flowey. Okay. There's a sign here. Okay, so enter is the main button in this game. Does Z work? Z works as well. I will probably use Z, because that is just more comfortable for someone with two hands on the opposite sides of their body. Is this Toriel? I'm not gonna bother getting this incorrect anymore. Toriel Undertale. Yes. Now let's get out of here before these frisky, freaky ads start coming in. Okay. Act. Talk. Man, this dummy has a lot of wise and encouraging words. That's a lot of experience in gold. More puzzles. Are we Jigsaw? Ah! Life is... Oh! Bro! I wasn't expecting that. Life is difficult for this enemy. Wow, okay. Am I supposed to press Z here? What do I do? Oh, well, I was spamming Z. Into battle, yes. This looks nerve-wracking. Like, if this was in real life, this would just be nerve-wracking, I'm going to be honest. I know Toriel's probably used to it, having come here for many, many times. I can do that. What is with this babying? Independence! A cell phone! I have a strange feeling that if I actually stay here, the game will not progress any further. I have a strange feeling that if I have a very strange feeling that if I actually stay here, like Toriel has requested me to, the game will not progress any further. Come on. I'm too much of a goody two-shoes. Come on, dude. Come on. What am I supposed to do, man? Too much of a little goody two-shoes, bruh. This game is fire. I have a strange feeling. I have a very, very strange feeling that if I just stay here like I have been requested, the game will not progress any further. We've been stuck in here for about a minute or two. Ah! It's so hot in this room. Dude, it was cold in winter. Why is it so blisteringly hot? Ooh! Bro! Well, the music has suddenly changed. I am assuming that I am supposed to go over there, but once again, I am too much of a goody two-shoes. But yeah, also, I don't want this to just Bro, where did it go? Is there no pause menu? Did that save? Did that save? Hold on. Did that save at all? Did that save at all? Did that? Okay, bro. Toby Fox, man, why? Why is Toby Fox being cruel? Why is Toby Fox being cruel? I don't know what to do. What? What is that? Oh, it's just the Undertale. It's just Phantom being Phantom. It's Phantom with the ads. Does this happen on my own wiki? Melon. Wait, does this happen on my own wiki? Are there ads on my own wiki? No? Wait, hold on. There aren't even ads on this wiki. That is strange, folks. That is strange. Anyway, back to John Little John. Chat, I'm going to be extremely honest. I am burning up. I am burning up. If I continue to stand at this computer screen in 83-degree weather, dude, I think I'm going to... Dude, the summer months are going to be so hard to stream in if I don't get any temperature regulation. This is just insane. I'm gonna